is what we charge for the 3 video set. You get 3 silver dollars. It covers the $5 postpaid to you. They're your videos, the best videos that you've ever produced. They can pass those around and get the information out. At the same time, have silver dollars at someday in the future they can sell for a nice fat profit. The other thing is that Frank's right now at 304, we give away a full year subscription to the International Forecaster. I don't know how I can make that easier for you. $31 for a Creature from Jekyll Island book with a silver dollar. Walking Liberties, I told you you had to get moving on those this weekend. Right now, I'm at $12.84 on Walking Liberty halves. The internet prices have jumped over $14. Don't waste your time thinking that you can wait around and stay with this paper system. The paper system is collapsing around you. Take heed and warning. Diversify and get some gold and silver. If people create, gold and silver comes from people actually digging it out of the ground. It takes actual labor to create it. This funny money system, they just turn on a switch. It's a printing press. The QE2 thing, Alex, all they had to do is decide to just print up a whole nother, $75 billion a month until June and July. That's $600 billion that they've committed to, and they're not even telling you where they're going to go beyond that. It's this compounding system that is just eating us alive, causing higher taxes.
Well, Ted, think about this. They're destroying our buying power, our savings. We have to pay all this money back to the banks, the trillions they've been stealing. All of this is going on and happening, and they're openly announcing global carbon taxes, global VAT taxes to be paid to the IMF and World Bank as they openly announce the SDR that will be partially gold back. How big is it to have them announcing that the G20 is going to debate a partially gold back global digital currency?
Well, all that's going to do is the market is going to move away from the U.S. dollar. It's going to kill people that are sitting on savings. It's going to make retirees live in poverty that would have been able to live out a comfortable living. I mean, it's going to make Social Security worthless. It's, the whole thing. It's going to destroy us. And we need to have back our constitutional money. That's what we need. Give us back the Constitution. All you got to do is follow the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. That problem goes away. Alex, I realize that the globalists have the gold. You know why they have the gold? Because they get to run a printing press and create money from nothing and then charge interest for it, and that's our labor. And so we're laboring for their funny fiat
And they've been
money.
planning this all along, and now they're talking about a partially gold-backed digital currency, which will then debase the other currencies even more because they're not gold or silver backed. Everyone will then run after SDRs, and there's the IMF and World Bank. Everyone will come to them.
That's exactly right. The people are going to move away from the U.S. dollar because they won't trust it anymore.
Ted, we're almost out of time. Tell people not just the 3 silver dollars for $87 and 3 of my films, a $60 value, and $10 of free shipping. That's right up there at $160 value for $87. That's a great deal on 3 silver dollars for $87. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, Ted is losing a lot of money on this. It's a loss leader. I think he's crazy to even do the deal. But the Obama deception, Fall of the Republic, Endgame, even if you've seen the films, give them as gifts this Christmas. Give them to folks who are ready to wake up. 800-686-2237. 1-800-686-2237. But Ted, please tell people about some of the other gold and silver offers you've got.
Well, how about this? Franks are at 304. British sovereigns currently right now are at 381. Walking Liberty halves are at 1284. $10 liberties are at 872. $20 liberties are at 1702. We have U.S. Eagles. We got junk silver. We have bars of silver from the Perth Mint and Swiss Credit Mint. We can handle your IRA if you're sitting in an IRA and you want to keep it in the qualified plan. We'll get that set up for you too. I mean, we're just a full service gold and silver firm. I encourage you to buy gold and silver, and I encourage you to take physical delivery of the gold and silver so you control it, not the government. You need to control it. You need to protect yourself. This insurance policy won't work unless if you have it in your own hot little hands, hidden away in your own little stash, cachet. And you know what? When the dollar falls apart and goes to pieces, gold and silver has been money for over 6,000 years. When they went into the Egyptian tombs, they found gold, not fiat money.
800-686-2237. 800-686-2237. Thank you, Ted. We're going directly to your phone calls. on people abused by the TSA. Thank you for holding. We had a lot of crazy stuff going today. Great job to the crew. Great job to the Drudge Report. With two of our stories right now. We'll be right back. Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange Home Gain Gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com. Check them out today.
Is it really possible to get out of debt without payment plans or attorneys? 18 years ago, we developed a program that has made thousands debt-free in just 90 days. It's called Zero Debt in 90 Days, and it works for all credit card debt, medical bills, even collection lawsuits.
When I first joined, I was being sued. So I used the program methods, and after filing one piece of paper, the collection lawsuit was dismissed.
With Zero Debt in 90 days, your success is guaranteed in writing. There is no other program of its kind. Don't be alone when creditors gang up on you. Let our team of experts provide the resources to fight back and stop creditors in only 90 days, guaranteed. Prevent wage garnishments, bank levies, and stop collection calls with our proven program. Call Zero Debt in 90 days now, 800-477-9256, and ask for free information from an expert who also completed our program. 800-477-9256 or ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. 800-477-9256 or ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com.
Again, the Congressional Budget Office sounds the alarm. This time warns of Greek-style U.S. debt crises. You heard me right. The GAO is drawing a parallel between the U.S. economy, its debt, and the current Greek economic meltdown. With the debt-to-GDP chart climbing into unfamiliar territory, the growing budget deficit will rise to unsupportable levels. Hi, this is Ted Anderson. The Federal Debt and Risk of Financial Crises document the CBO has published is a must-read for every American, covering the risk of continued deficit spending coupled with an aging population and the rising interest rates spell economic disaster. It's imperative that you get a copy of this document and study it for yourself. Call me today at 800-686-2237 and I'll send you a free copy. Again, call 800-686-2237 and ask for your copy of the CBO document. Once again, you need to read this government report. Call 800-686-2237.
Pure water. What could be better than the gift of health for your loved ones? And who better to help you give the gift this holiday season than BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com? If those on your gift list are drinking or bathing in unfiltered city or well water, chances are that water is contaminated with rust, bacteria, chlorine, and fluoride. For just pennies a day, Berkey Water Filters remove dangerous contaminants from both well and city water, is powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water, and is great for camping and emergencies. Right now, GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems and free shipping on orders over $50. Purchase any filter system from BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com to get your choice of Berkey Sport bottles, a KDF shower filter, a set of fluoride filters, or the new Sight Glass spigot, absolutely free. Visit BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com or call 877-99-BERKEY today. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY. Give the gift of health at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com today.
Okay, the rest of this hour, and I may even go into a fourth hour of overdrive after Governor Gary Johnson is here, we are going to take your phone calls, people abused by the TSA. Now, I showed on Thursday, Friday, and the Sunday show, USA Today, LA Times, the list went on, saying they will touch your genitals, they will touch and squeeze your breast, and that it's, quote, harsh, that it's brutal. These are the words that were used, that it was intense. Now, I've witnessed this, but some people are emailing us and writing news articles saying none of this is even happening. That's the spirit of denial in this country. Next, they'll say abortion isn't happening. I mean, next they'll say the government didn't shoot people up with syphilis. it's real, okay? But I want you to hear from people because we had a bunch of callers yesterday. We could take unlimited calls. We're getting literally hundreds of emails, the same story, of people being groped and grabbed and their small children, newborn babies. I mean, this is a joke. Jim in Florida, you're on the air. Thanks for holding. Tell us your story.
Hey, Alex, God bless you. Hey, listen, Friday my girl went to North Carolina. She left from Tampa, and they just put these X-ray scanners in. And she's an X-ray tech, and she refused it. And so they just stepped her off to the side, and they searched her. Well, she's a short girl at 0 with blonde hair, blue eyes, double Ds, and they literally lift her breasts up and felt underneath them, went in between them, went through her legs, up to her vagina, and she said her hands hit her lips of her vagina.
Okay, let's not get into details. We have children listening. Well, but see, let me stop you. The point is we have to talk about this because this is going on in the airports. But yes, it's been described by the stacks of news, mainstream news I covered, that they almost lift you up. They put their hand on your male or female genitals and press in. And if somebody did this to your wife at a park, they'd spend 5 to 10 years in prison. So I mean, that's what you're describing, is that they put serious pressure on her.
She couldn't believe it. I mean, she's been frisked by, like, police and stuff like that before, and she said it's like 20 times worse than what an officer does.
Well, that's because officers know to see if there's a bomb or a gun, they just got to, just lightly see if there's a bulge. A good cop can just look and see if there's something, if the clothes aren't baggy. But these aren't even cops. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Alex, where's the outrage? I don't understand. I mean,
exactly. I am outraged. How did they take our normal outrage away?
I'm so upset right now. I mean, I can't even think or talk straight. That's how upset I am.
Exactly. I mean, usually I'm real nice around the office. I have been, very grumpy today because my wife this whole weekend was like, "How are they doing this? How are they doing this? I can't fly ever again." And people that think they just won't fly, they're announcing it's going to be on the streets. It already is. So without me interrupting specifically, where were you flying? What did they do to your luscious girlfriend? Because the better looking, the worse it is.
She was actually flying in North Carolina. And Alex, her family's real liberal. Her family, doesn't believe in what's going on in the country. And she's very skeptical, too. But now this blew her away. This totally, literally, she texted me. She could not believe what they did to her. She felt so violated, and I'm so glad it happened because I'm glad I got to tell you my story. I tried to call yesterday. I couldn't get through. But I want to know, where's our congressman? Where's our senators? Where's Ron Paul? Where's his son? I mean, where are these people at? I mean, I can only do so much. I'm a contractor. I mean, I talk to everybody about this.
Sir, Ron Paul has co-sponsored the bill to remove them, but we do need to make this the big issue. Because if they fail on this, and if we prove this is a fraud, this is their plan to roll it out nationwide. Great points, Jim. Great call. Sorry about what happened to your girlfriend. Beth in Texas, what happened to you?
Hello?
Hey, Beth.
Hi. I was actually kind of hesitant to tell my story because it happened earlier this summer, and I travel extensively for business, so I fly constantly. And I couldn't recall which airport I was in when this happened. And so I don't want to level accusations false.
No, it all blurs when you fly a lot. It doesn't matter. Just tell us the story.
I was standing in the line. I had on a dress with black tights on, and the tights were like hosiery. They weren't opaque. And I walked through, and the lady told me I had been randomly picked to step into this scanner. And I asked her, I said, is that one of the scanners that makes you appear naked? And she said, well, yes, ma'am, it takes it down to one layer of clothing. And I said, I'm not stepping in that scanner. And she said, then, you can opt out of it, but we have to wand and search you. And I said, that's fine. I'm not going in that scanner. And so I was standing there. They didn't take me to a private area in any way. I was standing right next to the rest of the security line. And as she started wanding and scanning and searching and stuff, she said, oh, you have tights on. I need you to lift your dress. And so I was standing there with my
ma'am,
dress.
Stay there. This is the key, and I've seen it. They take women, men, you name it. That's even in the New York Times. They made him basically take his pants down, and that's what they do. Or is it ABC? They make you disrobe and lift your dress up in front of all the people. It's to humiliate you. Stay there, Beth. I want you to finish your story.